This will be a brief instructional video on how to change the internal filters of the H2O zone. Using the appropriate tool, be sure to unscrew the bolts holding the front casing in place. Remove the entire front casing of the machine. Here you will see the inline mesh filter, the inlet filter marked with an I, and the outlet filter marked with an O. Be sure to switch the inlet valve to the off position. To release the inline mesh filter, unscrew the casing by hand. Be aware that there may be residual water within the casing. Remove the mesh filter from the casing and visually inspect for any damage. You may then proceed to wash the inline filter casing and the inline mesh filter. Be sure to check that the correct O-ring is fitted in place before replacing the inline filter. You may also want to check that the two O-rings on either end of the mesh filter are in place and not damaged. You may then insert the filter cartridge into the filter bowl, applying a small amount of pressure to be sure it is seated correctly. Now place the inline mesh filter back onto the correct threads, tightening by hand. In order to break the seal on the inlet filter housing, be sure to use the filter wrench that comes provided with your H2O zone. With the seal broken on the inlet filter bowl, you may unscrew by hand. With the filter casing free, carefully remove the filter guide. Be sure to dispose of the used inlet filter in an appropriate manner. Be sure to rinse out any foreign material that may be left in the inlet filter casing. Before handling any fresh internal components, be sure to wash hands appropriately, as well as using clean, powderless latex gloves. Be sure to use only H2O zone recommended providers for all of your internal components. After removing the inlet filter from its plastic packaging, place the filter guide over the new inlet filter. Now, place the filter within the filter casing, using the guide to make sure the filter is appropriately centered. Make sure to check that the O-ring within the filter casing is in place and not damaged. Now screw the inlet filter casing back into place, using the filter wrench to tighten. Remember to return the inlet valve to its open position. Next, close the lower outlet valve. Then, using the provided filter wrench, break the seal on the outlet valve casing and loosen by hand. Gently remove the long life filter from the outlet filter casing. Before inserting a new long life outlet filter, be sure that there are no foreign materials or debris left in the outlet filter casing. If there is, rinse as needed. On the fresh long life filter, be sure to check that the sealing ring is in place. Be sure to place the opposite end of the long life outlet filter to the bottom of the filter casing. Once the new filter is seated correctly, you may then proceed in screwing the outlet filter back into place, tightening firmly with the filter wrench. return the lower outlet valve to the open position. By following the next few steps, you can remove the filter expired message from the control panel screen. First, click in the control dial. Then, select Settings. Here, enter the PIN number which is unique to each controller. Once your PIN number is correctly entered, you will be brought to the Settings menu. Here, you will select Reset Filter. You will then be given your current number of filter hours. Select OK, then rotate the control panel dial until the option for Exit is highlighted. Push in on the dial. Rotate the dial until the Clear option is highlighted. Once Clear is selected, the screen will return to normal.